Hey Diesel friends, this is Freddy bringing you a couple books that I love and I would like to share with you. First one is Invisible Ink by Patrick Modiano. This is a Parisian noir narrative that follows the story of an older gentleman through the course of 30 years as he's writing notes to himself in remembrance of this case file he took on at a detective agency about a missing woman in Paris. And essentially the case goes unresolved. He keeps it as a souvenir as he continues a profession in literature and academic studies, but throughout his life there's certain clues from the case keep haunting him and coming back in casual encounters and happenstance coincidences that basically are never overlooked. The story's told in first person, except for the last three chapters, which are told, it switches to a third person exposition of character that is so beautiful, and I had to keep rereading it, and I feel like this is a beautiful book about human relationships at its core that I really liked. In fact, I loved it. That's Invisible Ink by Patrick Modiano. And then, of course, gotta have some Bukowski, His writing's a little gritty, to say the least, but it all centers around a human condition that I'm sure we can all relate with, even though he talks about gambling at racetracks, factory work, literature, classical music, and very dark things that he happens to get himself into, all the while keeping it very lighthearted. And the guy's super funny, and he has a good eye for the absurd, which is a very healthy thing. This is always a good reality check, because if you ever think you got it bad, just read a little Bukowski. You ain't got it as bad as him, so keep that in mind. These two are great.